What's going on, guys? It is Wyatt, and today we have the long-awaited C10 race truck update video. A ton of you guys have been asking for this. As you saw in the beginning of this video, there's a ton of comments and Instagram DMs kind of asking where the truck is. So today is the update on that. Now, before we get into it, it is a pretty short video, not a whole lot of in-depth or a ton filmed on what we actually did to the truck, but this is a huge update, especially since the last time you guys saw it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the intro and we're gonna jump right into this thing. Y'all want some fucking cheeseburgers?
Friendly, wit redneck. Hi.
So about 3 months ago, I got the cage all done on the truck, as you guys saw in the thumbnail of this video. Like I said, I did not film a whole lot of it. It's mainly just gonna be a quick rundown of what the cage is, kind of showing you guys around the truck in its current state. And then I'm gonna play a little montage of me and Hayden working and welding out the cage, as well as some other little things in that. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys around the truck real quick and kind of show you what we've got done so far. So right off the bat, you guys can already see there has been a ton of work done since the last time you saw this on the channel. Up front, we have the meat and potatoes of it all is a 25.6 Cert cage. This cage is for heavy trucks, kind of like mine. It's for anything that is over 3,600 pounds. If you go below 3,600 pounds, you can move into like a 25.5 or a 25.4 Cert cage for these trucks. But unfortunately, this is not going to be sub that 3,600 pound limit. So that's why we had to go with the 25.6. The cage itself is basically identical to any of the other 25 Cert cages. The only thing with the 25.6 is there's a few added bars just for the added weight of the truck. One of those bars in particular is this front windshield kind of bar right here. This is only required on the 25.6 Cert cages, and also the 2 X braces in the back of the cage, which are kind of hard to see unless you come back here. But you can see the 2 big X's that go all the way across from the main hoop down to the frame. Those bars are required for a 25.6 as well. So mainly just for your safety. These things are heavy, so if you get going fast and flip one of them over, they don't want the cage to crush in around you. So kind of a pain in the ass, but we have it all done and it looks really good. Another thing about this cage is inside of the funny car hoop, I added a couple of extra bars that aren't really needed. So up here, I could have got away with just 1 bar in between this gap for the helmet. Same with the other side, but I just kind of like the look of it better with the extra 2 bars and, you know, just kind of a little bit added safety, keep your head from bouncing around inside the cage if something were to happen. But yeah, that all turned out really good. I did make it a little bit wider than myself so that I have plenty of room in there if I get to bouncing around or just for extra shoulder space. That's the first time I've actually had to do a funny car cage in something, so I was pretty happy with how it turned out. Up top, you can see that we got the X braces done. Those all look really good. And other than that, it's really just a fancy and pain in the ass cage to build. Moving back a little bit further, we've started to mock up these down bars that are going to come off the cage and go back to support the rear frame rails. Right now, these are just tacked into place to kind of maneuver the truck around. I do need to remake these bars because if you guys remember, I used to have an X brace back here in this rear section that went across here, and I notched these bars for it down in these corners. So now you can see that there's a big old gap there because the X is no longer in here. I decided to get rid of the X because it was just convoluted and adding extra weight. And once I add these bars in here and then put my X brace here, it's kind of not needed and was just gonna take up too much space. So that's where we are with that. I also grabbed these silver springs here from Hayden. I have no idea what these are, what pound they are or whatever. I just threw them on here for mock-up really and to kind of try to support some of the chassis weight on the rear axle and see how it was going to react to it, which has been great so far. Something else that I've done that you guys have not seen quite yet is some new wheels and tires for the truck. These here are a 30x14-16 M&H Racemaster. These are a DOT legal slick. I also got some new wheels for the truck. These are American Racing 16 by 10s, and just kind of a nice low gloss black, pretty light wheel, nothing really fancy there. I didn't really want to spend a ton of money on Bogarts because they're about the only guys that make a nice looking drag wheel in an 8-lug. So that's what we're going to be running for now, both rear and front, as this truck is 4-wheel drive, if you guys do not remember. I may change this setup later on in the future, but for right now, this should give us a pretty good start in dialing the truck in and just making some test hits on them. So we've got those done. Another thing that I've gotten done since the last time you seen the truck is made some Lexan windows. My buddy Ian came over and helped me knock these out one afternoon. And the goal with these is to try and get the doors as light as I can, but also still be functional. So right now, the window will actually roll up and down. Of course, it's not gonna do it right now because that's stuck. But once it's all put together right, these will be able to roll up and down and should look pretty cool. I am going to be keeping the glass wing windows for now. I have contemplated between going to like a single piece window here or doing these in Lexan, but I haven't come across a great way to do those just yet. So for the meantime, the wing windows are gonna stay. It kind of sucks because those are actually pretty heavy, but it's what we have to work with for right now. And just like that, you guys are all caught up on what we have done on the chassis so far. Like I was saying, not a whole lot. The cage was a big deal. It actually took me about a week and a half to knock all of that out, and it is about 99% welded. So that's pretty much done, but now we need to sort out the rest of the chassis. The biggest thing I'm worried about is this rear frame rail section. I've got a ton to do back here yet to get everything kind of stiffened up and make sure it's not going to move under high loads. We also, I forgot to mention, have a new anti-roll bar for the truck. We went with a TRZ roll bar here. They have some pretty nice billet arms here for the roll bar. These will get mounted onto this tube and then have some end links that go down to the axle. So those will be pretty nice components that we need to get on the truck. Some other things I've been working on a little bit off camera as well are things like this intake manifold. So as you guys can see, I have started to polish this guy up. Right now, that's only been about 10 minutes of working on this thing, and I think it's gonna look really good, all polished up. I think it should complement this blue color really well. So I'm gonna be polishing the intake, probably all of the intake piping. And one other thing I forgot to mention is the truck is now only going to be a big single turbocharger truck, not compounds. So make everything a little bit more simple and a little bit more efficient, if you will. So yeah, while we were talking about the intake, just thought I'd mention that to you guys. So that's really all the more I have to say about the truck tonight. I think next I'm going to go ahead and play a couple of clips that I have recorded probably about 2 or 3 months ago now of my buddy Sean helping us out with the bodywork on the cab. Once those have played, we'll go ahead and jump into the montage. We are knocking out some of the bodywork today, and then later this week we're going to be knocking out a ton of the welding on the cage. So first up, I guess we'll go over what we've done today already. This here is my buddy Sean.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh shit, we gotta pause the video. Hold up. All right, we're back. Anyways, exposure fixed. This is Sean.
What's up, guys?
He lives quite a bit of ways away from me, actually. It's about a 2 hour,
It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours, 10 minutes away. So really cool guy, came down, helped us out with the cab today, and he's also gonna be taking it back with him to do some more work on it. Yeah, you wanna show him kind of what you did today?
Today we kind of just patched some holes. There were some holes here for some trim, which we did on the other side as well. And then there was a fuel filler that we patched up. You can see on the inside, we're just welded in a piece of steel.
Right, just kind of a little patch panel up inside of here, just to block that off.
Some fiber reinforced filler. It's nice and durable, keeps from cracking. And then some, you know, these little pins, grind those off, got rid of those.
Yeah, there was some weird pins for trim. So like the old chrome trim on the truck actually like kind of snapped into these little things. So we got rid of all those.
Trims for grandpas.
Yeah, this ain't no grandpa truck no more. So yeah, it's looking really good. He's gonna be taking it with him and knocking out the rocker panels and the like inner panels and everything, because you know, I do a lot of other stuff, but bodywork is not my forte, and it always looks like trash.
I do bodywork for a living every day for the last 12, 13 years. So
right, and now we have him here working on a Saturday, because that's what friends are for. So we fed him beer though, so that makes everything better.
Yeah, I got the Rona here.
Yeah,
so.
We got the Rona going on in the shop today, so But yeah, huge thanks to him. He's gonna get this thing knocked out for us at a killer deal. So I appreciate the help, and
no problem.
it's gonna be so badass having this thing all done. So we've got all the new patch panels. We're gonna be sending them home with them. Like I said, the new rockers, the new inners, and then yeah, just kind of buttoning up the rest of the major bodywork with this so that we can get it mounted onto the truck.
We're stoked to see this thing going.
Yeah, he'll be the first one to get a ride in it for sure. So we'll get a passenger seat in it and go see what he thinks of it. The whole 500 horsepower beast. It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be pretty gnarly. I know that.
So we got the cab all loaded up in dude's brand new F-150. F1 shitty.
Still Ford.
Damn.
It is what it is.
Brand loyalty. Slacking.
Gets you from point A to point B. That's all that matters.
Right. A lot faster than the Hummer, bro.
A lot faster than the Hummer.
A lot faster than the Hummer.
Than an 05 Ford Ranger. That's
Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, she's all loaded up. He's getting ready to take off and head back up to his neck of the woods. Hopefully a week or two, we'll get the cab back and get it freaking slapped on the truck, and hopefully it looks badass. It should.
It will.
I mean,
it'll look great.
Your work today looks great, and you spent like an hour. Well guys, it is currently Saturday, and I've got a little side job in here doing a turbocharger on this guy to help fund the race truck as we are buying a ton of parts. And to my surprise, we got Sean back over here. If you guys remember from earlier in the video, we sent Sean home with the cab, and there she is. Oh shit, dude. So he got a lot of this stuff knocked out. He got the new rockers on it, the new inners, the new corners up in the cab there because they were pretty rusted out. New cab corners, and also some other little patch panels, fixed some dents up in the roof it looks like, and some other stuff. So it's looking a lot better than it did.
It's a lot better than it was.
Yeah, it was definitely in pretty rough shape.
It's got rocker panels on it now.
Yeah,
There was some holes before.
yeah, you could, you know, just stick your hand through the entire side of it, no biggie. But yeah, dude, it's looking great. So we're gonna get this thing out. This is the first time I am seeing it, so I'm super pumped. And yeah, freaking awesome, dude. I appreciate you knocking it out so fast.
Yeah, no problem.
This dude's got to be in Utah tomorrow, and he wanted to make the trip down here to drop the cab off
tonight for a race first thing in the morning, but it's gonna be a close one.
Guy's crazy. But yeah, he knocked it out super fast. He left with it Saturday last week, and it's Saturday this week, but knocked out most of it on Sunday, and I was really surprised because my ass, I'd been doing this for, you know, the next month before it was ready. So huge thank you again to Sean for knocking this thing out.
No problem.
Guys, I hope you are enjoying the video so far. Just a quick side note, everything up until this clip that I'm literally filming right now was filmed 2 to 3 months ago, and I haven't filmed anything on the truck since then. My life has been extremely hectic lately between, you know, the business side of things, personal life, all that stuff, and I just haven't really had any time or motivation to film stuff on any of the projects here at the shop. I do have a ton of new content coming very soon though, as things are starting to slow down as of right now when I'm filming this week. And I'm gonna have quite a bit more free time to work on my personal projects. So really looking forward to getting back in the shop and working on the truck here. As you guys can see, it's kind of just got buried because I haven't been working on it and I haven't had time to. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am alive, and hopefully very soon I will be posting a ton of new content. We've actually got a couple of new projects coming up. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will see all of this stuff a lot sooner than you will if it's on my YouTube channel. I post on Instagram probably like once a week, different stuff, whether it's my story or on an actual post. To kind of tie into that, the reason I mention it is I post my projects on there a lot more frequently than I do on YouTube. So very soon I have a video coming out on a Banshee project that I decided to undertake and restore. So that guy's gonna be coming out very soon, just waiting on a couple more parts for that. I already have most of that video filmed, so hopefully in the next week or two we will get that guy put out. Also, I went and bought another project truck, and that is this guy right here. This is a LML Duramax engine out of a 2012 GMC Sierra 3500 HD crew cab long bed pickup. So we've got a couple of cool videos coming out on that guy, kind of the new project truck, and going to be replacing my current tow rig. And then, of course, a ton more progress to do, or a ton more work to do on the C10 drag truck. So if you guys want to see all that, make sure you are subscribed here on YouTube. Leave a like down below and a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And again, I'm not dead. Hopefully very soon I will be able to upload a little bit more regularly. And I hope you guys are looking forward to that content. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, get out of here for the night, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.